The pastor of a North Texas church who stepped down amid controversy could soon be returned to his role.
Church members say there's an upcoming vote to restore Eric Crawford at Heritage Baptist in Hazlitt. Earlier this year, he was removed from the ministry after it was revealed he allowed his sex offender son to work at the church and the school. Fox 4's Amelia Jones is following the latest tonight. Amelia.
Heather, Steve, multiple people connected to the church reached out to me. They say congregants were informed that there will be an upcoming vote to decide if Eric Crawford will come back. Those who sounded the alarm earlier this year tell me they aren't giving up the fight for accountability. 4 months after stepping down as pastor at Heritage Baptist Church in Hazlitt, Eric Crawford could be back leading the congregation in a matter of days. Crawford stepped down after parents at the attached school, Heritage Christian Academy, found out about his son, Caleb Crawford's sex offender status and his employment at the school. Shortly after the discovery, Caleb was rearrested by the Fort Worth Police Department for failing to change his job status.
I received a message last Sunday night after, I believe they talked about it in church Sunday evening, and a couple of members reached out to me privately on Facebook and wanted to let me know because they're concerned that he's being brought back.
Katie Thompson is a former charter member of the church who is still in contact with current members of the congregation. When Caleb Crawford's 2016 conviction on charges for indecency with a child came to light, Thompson led the charge calling for accountability, Eric Crawford's permanent resignation, and a third-party investigation. But the church said the financial team was conducting an internal review.
Honestly, it's frustrating. It's hurtful. I know that from what I've heard from current members that there has still been no real acknowledgement of that was an issue, that there was a concern, just that, the public found out and that wasn't okay.
I sat down with Taylor Hamilton in February and shared her story for the first time about the abuse she endured at the hands of her cousin, Caleb Crawford. Now 27, she joined the fight for accountability at the top, along with former parents like Jennifer Waddell.
It was the right decision to step down, and for the even thought of him being voted back in or being in that position again is not right. It's very shocking. It's just shocking people would allow it.
Waddell is still in contact with current church and school members who have questions about the transparency about the vote. Thompson was a member of the church during previous votes taken for other leadership candidates. It was done by paper and tallied by hand.
We don't have 2 or 3 candidates this time, so my guess is a yes-no vote. I do know that there are several who are going to vote no.
Fox 4 reached out to Heritage Baptist Church for any clarification, but did not hear back by our deadline.
It's important that there are guidelines in place. If a sex offender is going to continue to attend your church, there should be guidelines of this is where he's allowed to go. This is who he's allowed to be around. We recognize as a leadership, we made a mistake. We need to change that. And none of that has been transparent from the outside.
We reached out to Eric Crawford for a statement or comment, but we did not hear back. Again, we're told that vote is coming this weekend. A church video, along with a document Fox 4 reviewed, say it will happen Sunday after Eric Crawford preaches during the Sunday evening service.